Welcome again, designers, and congratulations on making it into the top 5 of the Xaymaca International Design Competition. We're here in episode 2, week 2 of the competition, and here is where the real work will begin, right? Everybody's ready? Now, as I told you in the last episode, you're not going to be making the sketch that you submitted to us. That was on Instagram. We're not going to be making that sketch. You guys are all going to receive the same materials, and everybody will have to construct a prototype from the materials that we give you. Now, we're about to get to the materials reveal, but until then, let us talk about the prizes that the winner will get for the competition. Now, the winner will get $1,000. Their design included in our 2020 presentation, and you'll also be an ambassador for Xaymaca for the entire season, as well as tickets to all of our events for the year. Right? So, are you ready to see your materials? Yes. All right. Designers, here are your materials. So just a reminder, designers, the theme for 2020 is playlist, which means that your costumes and your prototypes must be inspired by music or music videos.
I'm very anxious about the feathers because I have never made like one of those big backpacks or a backline backpack before.
For this competition, I'm most anxious about sizing. I know that we might have some help in terms of sizing, but I'm most anxious about getting the right fit, because you could have the most beautiful costume in the world, but if it's not fitting people properly, then it's all gone.
Going into this competition, there are many obstacles that we're going to have to face together.
I've never designed before. I'm excited to do wire bending and feathering.
But for me, I'm most excited about the outcome of the costume, because you know sometimes you sketch down something or you draw down something and then it's not exactly what you created in the end process. So I'm anxious about the outcome of the costume.
I'm fully anxious about just making it in general. I'm kind of scared that it's going to be a disaster at the end and I have no time to fix it.
So what I'm most worried about is making the bra and the underwear itself, or just the monokini.
Hi, my name is Jody Henriquez, and one of my many titles is costume designer. I've designed for Trinidad, Cayman, and Jamaica. And today I'm here to lend a helping hand and give you some advice to the ladies and the gentlemen here working with Xaymaca in the design costume competition. I'll get pictures from past years, and then I'll do similar to like a vision board, and I'll stick everything together. I like tangible pieces. So whereas, you know, I know the youngsters like to have everything in their phone, I print the pictures. I like to touch, I like to feel, I like to cut out, and then I'll stand back and say, okay, I'm going to try and work with these colors, and then I'll have like a couple different color combinations.
So guys, I want to introduce to you now another designer. She is Anna Guthrie. She's been with us for the last 2 carnival seasons. Her first costume was Royce, and not only did she have to design the costume, but she also had to make all the pieces for the girls on the road. Her brand has evolved very quickly, and she has been designing for carnivals internationally now. So I'd like for you guys to welcome Anna to our little mini stage here for her to give you guys a presentation on her design aesthetic and her process. So let's welcome Anna.
Designing is just like any other field. You have to invest in order to get back. So you have to save, you have to probably have another job that because not a lot of us have it from the beginning, right? So you have to save, you have to put in a lot of work into just building up your capital so you can execute what you want to execute.
I know some of you may be a little anxious about bending wire, about making a wire bra, about making the costume on a whole, what kind of materials, how to feather. You've never made a backpack. So we have brought in experts from Trinidad. Now these experts have trained people here in Jamaica and continue to do so every year in this industry, how to make these things. And these people are what we consider our level 2. So they've been with us for quite some years now, and they have the experience and can pass on the knowledge to you guys. The basics in how to make a wire bra, how to wire bend, how to make a backpack, how to feather very neatly, how to clip the feathers. And I'm going to introduce them now, and they're going to give you guys some tips and tricks so that you can get started in your process and your costume, your prototype, right? So I'd like to introduce Shannon and Cherise.
Hi designers! Congratulations on reaching the top 5. Today we'll be sharing a little bit of information about wire bending and feathers, just some general information. Wires, they play a major role in making the backpack. That's like the frame of everything. So once the wire frame is put together properly, then you know your backpack will stay together and be firm as we go on the road, right? All right, so we use fiberglass tape to reinforce certain parts of the frame. We use wire cutters to cut the different sizes depending on what your design is. Sometimes we'll do bending, whether we set up a nail setup to bend the wire easy, or some persons will bend it by hand or use a glue can to help with the bending. So we have goose feathers, which comes in a number of colors. We also have coke feathers, as well as quills, and quills comes in left and right.
So usually with wire bras, they come in sizes A, B, C, D cups, and then the circumference of the bra, that's what decide at 32D or 31A or something. It's according to the circumference of your body. So basically today I'm just going to show you how to curve the bra. Usually you leave like 4 inches at the tip, and then you need another inch for the curve. That's where you're going to tie the string. Okay, so who will volunteer to come on? Sure, come on.
So having the two featured designer here was very informative because they gave us critical information that we're definitely going to use in making our costumes.
Jody and Anna as designers, they were great. I loved hearing all what they go through and their process, what they start with when they're designing a costume. But truthfully, I kind of got even more nervous because they gave me all these details about all the headpieces, and I have never in my life designed a costume.
I'm feeling very happy that the designers came out to tell us about the different types of wire bending, the feathering, and all those good stuff.
So the workshop for me was really informative. I have bent wire before, but there's some tips and tricks that they showed us today that I didn't know before that will definitely make this process a whole lot easier for me.
Having Jody and Anna here was a great insight to what experienced designers have been facing already in the industry.
So do you guys feel like designers now?
Yes.
Well, it's been a full day of feather work and wire bending, and I hope you guys are ready to start the real work next week when you actually start to construct your designs using these materials that we've given you. Yes? Ready? Well, I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. We'll be providing some additional team members to give you guys some support, like a seamstress, and one of the girls that you met here today will be around to give you guys some guidance with the wire bending. So I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. So get to work. All right? I'll see you next week.